I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about another video. There's another paid request, this time from Deshonde. Sorry if I said that name wrong. Who has sent requests before, and interesting ones because it's a review of a comic book. And for those wondering, I'm open to pretty much any type of requests. Feel free. You can send them either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. It might be a while before I get to it, but I promise I will eventually get to it. But this is for a comic book called Punchline, which I had never heard of. I thought it was related to, like, there's another Punchline that I guess is related to, like, the Joker, Harley Quinn, but no, this is a different Punchline. And it's about 10 or so issues, like in total about 120 pages if you read them all. And I don't know, I mean, it was alright. It was alright. I don't know what other people's thoughts are on this comic. It sets up where this lady is losing blood. She's chased through this cemetery and sits on this bench. She thinks she's going to die. And she meets this other girl on the bench. And they start talking a little bit. And then she gets the idea, hey, I have this power. I'll give it to you. And that lady, the lady bleeding, she has more of an attitude. She's a bit older. She has a little bit of a fire to her. While the other girl on the bench is a bit more of an innocent, a bit more, I don't want to say naive, but just maybe a little bit of naivete. So like the older's like, I need to cut you to the bone. What? No, just give me your finger. And it like helps give her power. I like to change the different costumes. Like a patini woman, a punk girl. Is that it? Just whatever. So it gives her this costume. And then this lady gets these powers where kind of like Superman. Flight, being very strong, bulletproof. And then throughout the issue shows her getting used to being a superhero. I guess one thing I can appreciate is that unlike a lot of comics today, as well as movies, they don't want to show any amount of flaws with any type of character. They don't want to show any semblance of they have to work their way up. Like they're perfect, and they're perfect from minute one. That's not the case here, because you know, she's helping certain heroes, but then she's like having to test her flight, like show her training. Be nice if they did that with Rey in the new Star Wars films. Like he was like show her training, like how to fly, and they get these certain ribbons and shows her through different fights, like fighting these ice giants and this big goat creature with an axe, and she tangles with this lady named Beetle Girl who thinks she's a villain, but it's like, no, it's not. Wait, hold it. You got the wrong girl. And I at least thought the art style was fine. No issues, no problems with this art style. Some of the villains look neat. Like, I like the ice creatures, these ice giants. I like the designs of them. And she's like punching through them. This big goat creature with like a big fucking stone axe. I think that actually looked pretty cool. And also, in a way, has a nice bit of story where I can't think of Superman. What I mean by that is our new hero, she does not want to kill anybody. She is trying to have the ideals that I would see in a Superman. While the older lady is, well, you know what, the world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. In fact, when our hero is doing her thing, the other lady is out cutting and shanking the guy that fucked her up at the beginning of the film and made her bleed at the beginning of the film and got some payback. Only our hero doesn't know that until the end. So you have one character who gave up her powers, didn't die, she recovered, and now she's wondering what to do with her life, while you have this new hero trying to figure out, what to do, how to handle her powers. Saying, I don't want you torturing people, we're not going to do that anymore. As she's fighting this variety of villains, like this Sawtooth, who's like a shark guy. I like that design. Thought that was pretty cool. And you see the older kind of tempting her to come to her side, where, you know what, these guys, they're the same people that got your brother addicted to that drug that killed him. While the other girls, listen, my brother made the choice. He got addicted, he overdosed, no one forced him to do it. It's not going to change anything. He made his choice, he should not have made his choice. So that's what I mean, it's kind of, I guess in a way, maybe the person who did it wanted to have like a Superman, Batman mentality where I guess Batman in the comics really doesn't have that mentality. I guess I'm thinking more Zack Snyder's Batman. But one, you just say naivete. With all that said, I do wish it went a bit deeper into the story. Because it felt, even though it was about 10 issues, it felt like I was getting a Cliff Notes version. Because you really don't get a lot about the inner story of these characters. As Taote, we meet up, she's doing her thing, fighting like it's a goat guy with an axe, or a shark guy, or these ice giant guys. And then the other's doing her thing, either shanking someone or putting plans together. But you don't really get a lot of their inner workings in the fact of, I could not tell you 5 things about the hero character other than, oh, she's having a bit of fun being the hero, believes in, the righteous way, a la Superman, and her brother died of an overdose. A little bit of her inner monologue about her trying her best to handle being a hero, but it seemed like there was a lot of emotional stuff you could have gotten out of that wasn't really mined out of it. I just felt like there'd be a bit more emotional that you could get into. Like, nothing about this lady's home life, really nothing about whether her parents or any of the sort. Not even a big deal of like why she ran away in the first place, why she was on that bench in the first place. At the beginning of the story, even the very beginning, it's like it was like the two kind of hit it off very quickly. And the lead kind of accepted all this very easily. Like, if it was a movie, imagine someone accepting it in 5 minutes. Be like, what? Whoa, yeah, okay. It's like, Oh, it just seemed like, even though it's a 10-issue story, so it's not a short one, but I don't know, I kept thinking, is this like a Cliff Notes version? But I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, the writing wasn't bad. The artwork was nice. The action scenes, well, again, the different types of villain she was fighting. Spoiler alert for the ending of this little series. I don't know if there's others. If there is, I don't know if I really would jump at the chance to read anymore. This is one of those I'm reading that it's okay, but it's nothing I haven't seen before in other comics or other stories. I guess the most I could appreciate is that it didn't feel like an SJW agenda comic, at least to me. So I can appreciate that. And I like some of the villains, the designs that she fought against. But I can't really say I loved these characters. I'm like, whatever. Kind of like whatever. Yeah, it was there. I read it. I would never read it again. I never pick up the comic physically to put in my hands. Yeah. But the way it ends is, again, the lead finds out that the other girl, I think the older girl is named Mel, M-E-L, Mel, that she killed that one guy who fucked her up at the beginning. And our hero decides to split from her because, like, I can't be around her. I cannot be around you and be my best self. So we're not dealing with this anymore. And then the Mel's like, okay, we'll see about that. As if she's like, you know what? Someday you may have to kill someone, someday, you know. But the older girl, Mel, we get a bit more into her character. Like, they show a backstory. Like, one of the big early fights she was in, where this guy was saying, like, can't be stopped, and she's maneuvering, and made it so that the guy punched a wall, and flew himself off this, like, castle. And, like, you get a little bit more to her. Like, there's a conversation she has with another girl, and they're, like, in the middle of nowhere, and she talks about this new girl, her thoughts on her. But, like, the lead, I don't think you got to know her as much as we could have and perhaps should have. That's just me. And so, you're kind of reading it, it's like, okay, oh, here's the next fight scene. Yeah, okay, a little bit. You do alright back and forth between these two main characters. That maybe there could be potential, interesting potential perhaps in future. As of right now, I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't, man, I'm just yeah. Well, it was online. There's because Deshonde sent me a link where you can read comics online that has all the pages. So, like I said, it was all right. I don't really know what else to say. Like I said, the artwork was cool. Maybe I could give credit to who did it. I forgot to put the information on here. Let me see. Find out who wrote and I almost said directed. Who wrote and who did the... Granted, as I'm editing this, you don't see the picture on there, so you guys know before me if it says the names on the cover. But, like, View Comics is the website. If you type in View Comics as in one word on Google, you'll find it. See, doesn't say any, like, actual... I was seeing if they had any actual details about it. Not a whole lot. Type in... Yeah, sorry, I should have done this before. Just type in Punchline comic book. Since it's a satellite internet, it'd probably take 5 minutes to get to it. see, you type it up and it's all this like Joker Wars, all the Joker stuff, but no, this is not it. This is not the one because she is Punchline. Is this also a female character as well? Yeah. Huh. Okay, you type Punchline, they always go to this one. That's not the one I'm looking at. What the? Wow, that'd be tough for anyone to find it because it's all about this DC like Joker thing. So good luck trying to find the Punchline I'm talking about. Bill, are you sure this is you're talking about the right Punchline? Yeah, because the link was sent and that's the one I got to. So, whatever. Sorry, I don't want to waste people's time. As it is, like I said, I didn't think it was that bad comic at all. Okay, Bill Williams and Matthew Weldon. And it says your blood sisters. Yeah, Bill Williams, Matthew Weldon. See, Brian Denham, Niraj Menon, Tiago Barca, and Tom Zaller. Actually, I didn't even think about this. It's to give you guys an inkling of what's in here. Why not? Yeah, I remember when I edited this, don't have the picture over here covering that. Yeah, give you a sampling of what this is. I should have done this to begin with. Didn't even think about it. Whoops. But yeah, this is the one. Like I said, the artwork is pretty nice. Pretty nice artwork. And you see how slow my internet is, where not everything is... let's see if I can get to some of the villains. Yeah, these are the ice. Yeah, the ice giants. I mentioned that. Like I said, I think this is a really cool design. I love to see this in a movie, actually. Like a good Superman movie. Like a good or Superman animated movie, but animated in almost the style. Or like the Fleischer cartoon style. I like those designs. And see, that's when, while she's doing that, she takes care of business there. Yeah, technically, like this guy, I barely remember anything about, because it's like in there and then gone again. This is what I'm talking about. The goat with the axe. Like I said, I like these designs. Like I said, the artwork looks fine. The action scenes, the battles, cool. This is the backstory of Mel that I talked about. But that's what I mean. Like, I'm showing you. You see, like a little bit of conversation and a little bit of action. But I don't know if I really got a lot of. I just really, the conversation comes to morality. And maybe that's the portion. It's not really about the inner workings of the characters. It's more about the morality play, where one's a bit going over the line while the other one is, again, more the Superman thing. There you go. That's who I was looking for. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there in the Suicide Squad, there's a character like this, granted, but I like the way he looks. I think he looks pretty cool. See, if someone did this practically, I think that would look absolutely badass. Yeah, in my version of a Ninja Turtle movie, I'd have a character like that. But yeah, like I say, it's not a bad comic. Again, better than some of the SJW shit they do nowadays. I'll say that. It's not something I would watch again, or read again, but it was alright. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.